Yo, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Wow. What is happening right now, Steeler Nation? Man, our fan base has truly split in half, man. Um, it's split in half from the fan base with the Mike Tomlin firing, and that Mike Tomlin, excuse me, it's split in half with the fan base from Mike Tomlin stepping down. Let me be correct. And in that course of stepping down, the fan base has pretty much like split in half, right? And it appears as though the players were split in half as well. Um, you got players that was for Mike Tomlin being stepping down, and it was time for something new. And you got players that's going to ride for Mike Tomlin because he was there for them when they needed him. You know what I mean? So, but this picture right here, Mason Rudolph, number one. Mason Rudolph, when Joey Porter said that Big Ben was a bad teammate, you know, I've spoken this before with people like, oh man, Steelers didn't try to draft a quarterback. I said they did. They tried that with Mason Rudolph, and albeit it was 2018 or whatever it was, that was the Steelers trying to get a new quarterback, and Ben threw a fit. Ben went crazy. Like, Ben was mad because it's like, you trying to replace me? No, we're trying to get a replacement so that way when you retire, we can still be okay. And a lot of the stuff that we're going through right now as fans, largely because the Steelers was trying to cater to Ben. They were trying to cater to Ben. Instead of them doing what other franchises do, Ben, we love you, but we got to get a guy in here for when it's time for you to retire or, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You take that last snap. We need somebody else in here that's going to carry the torch. You feel me? I feel as though Ben was a bad teammate in that regard, specifically. I said that before. And so seeing Mason say go off Joey Porter, honestly, I think Mason got some gratification from Joey Porter saying what he said, because Mason Rudolph, that was Ben reacting the way he did to Mason Rudolph. That was 1,000% personal, man. That was 1,000% like directed towards him. And Mason has been quiet all these years. Of all the people, there's a lot of people that could probably come to the mic, but I would love to hear what Mason Rudolph has to say. Because Mason Rudolph has been like just professional about the whole situation. So yeah, seeing Mason Rudolph say what he said, Mike Mitchell, Peasy talking that talk, Mike Adams, amen, hold them boys accountable. Ben talking about anybody is comical, and it makes you wonder what else happened. You know what I mean? Like, and I said this in the last video I put up. I say, yo, AB villain story begins with Big Ben, because when they fell out, it's like everything just shattered. You know what I'm saying? And AB was out of Pittsburgh, and for a long time, people blamed AB, but does Ben get any kind of like slack for that situation? You know what I mean? Like, if that's your guy, you should be able to go to your guy and just have a conversation with him and everything be cool. Especially when they had the chemistry that they had. But yeah, man, this is, man, the fan base is split. The players were split. Like, bro, like, it's almost like, bro, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, when you about to get in a fight after school, meet me at the flagpole. I feel like that's where we are right now. As a fan base, as Steeler Nation, I feel like that's where we are right now. And that feeling you had, you like, oh man, say you about to get in a fight or whatever, you gotta go by that flagpole. That's how I'm feeling right now with Steeler Nation. And honestly, man, the season can't start soon enough, man. The season cannot start soon enough, man. Like, this is wild. This is wild. And this is very just anti-Steeler. For what you know about the Steelers, you don't hear about stuff like this. So to some degree, it's kind of disappointing, but it sounds like some stuff needed to be said a long time ago. That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like some stuff needed to be said a long time ago, and stuff is being said. So yeah, man. How y'all feeling? What are your thoughts on this? I would like to know how Steeler fans feel about this whole just these series of transactions. Everything, like everything, man. Because it's like we've reached a boiling point, and that's where we are right now as a fan base. We're it's boiling over. It's boiling over, and this is just the beginning, bro. This is just the beginning. So Joey Porter's getting like a lot of support from the things that he kind of exposed. Some stuff we knew, you know what I mean, like the allegations with Ben, but this sounds like it's deeper than that. This sounds like way more than that. You know what I mean? Like, and it's, again, like I said with Mike Tomlin, he juggled a lot of different personalities. He juggled a lot of different players, and kudos to him because he did that. You know what I mean? So yeah, everything feel like it's just shattered right now. And honestly, this is making Mike McCarthy's job that much harder. And this is going back to, Mike Tomlin was a player's coach, and you're going to have players that speak out. You're going to have more players that speak out. And that's just where we are right now. And it's just, I hope it doesn't get too crazy. I would hope to think guys would just pick up the phone and say what they need to say. But it sounds like a lot of stuff was being suppressed for years. Because Ben has had his podcast for a couple of years now. So, and it's wild because James Harrison was on his podcast. Mike Tomlin was on his podcast. Bill Cowher was on his podcast. And he has some younger guys on there too, like Jack Sawyer, that sort of thing. But, and I said this for a while now, you would think that Big Ben would have taken a more leadership role, especially, with the quarterback position, right? Even after he's done playing, bro, you around, you can go help these dudes. You can go, help them along with their skill set, whatever. And I don't know if it's happened or not. I don't know if that did not happen. But I'm just saying, like, you see other franchises where guys go back, they give back, they're just around. And I made a video about that. That was last offseason. That was like OTA's time frame. I said, yo, where are the offensive guys at? You always see the defensive guys for the Steelers come back. Where are the offensive guys at? Where is Big Ben? Where are the wide receivers? Where are the running backs at? And I know Jerome Bettis' son, and I said this then too, Jerome Bettis' son plays college ball. And I know Jerome Bettis has his hands in a lot of different things, making moves. But there are other guys that can come back. Le'Veon, I see Le'Veon. He was like, he's willing to help out Caleb. And that came out after I put that video out. But I'm just saying, like, you see the defensive guys in the building. You see them. But you do not see the offensive guys. So that this might be why. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of guys might feel some way about Ben, and that might be why he hasn't been around. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But, I do know that this is like groundbreaking stuff right here. And like I said, the picture is worth 1,000 words. So yeah, it is what it is. It's your boy Boomin'. I'm gonna holler at y'all on the next one. Boomin'!